Welcome to the Feline Perspective Video Library and Part 2 of a Guide to Trimming Your Cat's Claws. My name's Phyllis Meyer, and I'm the author of the Feline Perspective blog on cat care and cat behavior. I'm a certified veterinary technician with a certificate in feline behavior, and I've worked in a cat-only veterinary practice since 2013. Today's presentation features videos of real live cats having their claws trimmed using positive reinforcement. Let's get started. In Part 1, we talked about why, how, and where to trim your cat's claws. We went over a 3-step method to get your cat to accept claw trims. In Step 1, use some tasty treats to desensitize your cat to having his feet handled. When he is comfortable with having his feet handled, introduce him to the clippers. Touch his feet gently with the clippers while massaging his feet. If this goes well, the 3rd step is to trim some claws. Make sure to distract him with some food. The first claw trims just may be 1 to 2 claws. Have patience and work up to a whole paw. Don't forget the treats. Let's see how all this works. In the first video, we used food to distract and desensitize Gus, a former feral cat, to having his front feet handled and his claws clipped. The second video features a clicker-trained cat having her front claws clipped. A third video shows the back feet being trimmed and the use of toenail clippers to trim the claws on a back foot. Since cats are individuals, I've also included a video of a cat who tolerates having her claws clipped while on her back. While watching the videos, pay attention to the cat's body language. Look for the signs that the cat is asking for a break. The cat moves away from the person trimming. She flattens her ears or shakes her head. The fur on her back starts to ripple. She suddenly turns her head to face the person trimming her claws, like Gus in this photo. All right, let's trim some claws. This video shows the 3 steps involved in training your cat to accept having his claws trimmed. In Step 1, we offer Gus, a former feral cat, food while handling his front feet and claws. We offer the food, then handle his feet while he is eating. When we put his foot down, we remove the food. We want Gus to associate something good, the food, with having his feet handled. In Step 2, we again offer food. While Gus is eating, we manipulate his claws and touch his paws with the clippers. Again, we remove the food when we are no longer handling the paw. Watch your cat's body language. If he seems edgy and does not want to eat, return to Step 1. Multiple short sessions over several days may be needed. In Step 3, we continue to use food to distract and desensitize Gus to having his claws clipped. Note that I am approaching Gus from behind while I gently pick up his paw and clip his claws. The paw is held at as natural an angle as possible. Note that when the food runs out, Gus pulls his paw back and turns his head toward me. Once the treat plate is full again, trimming can resume. Watch your cat's body language. If he seems edgy, turns towards you, stops eating, stop handling his paw, and try to get him to focus on the food before touching the paw again. In step 1, we desensitize Zelda, a clicker-trained Maine Coon cat, to having her feet handled. Zelda is clicked while having her feet handled. The click lets her know that what she is doing will get her a treat soon. We massage her foot and manipulate her claws during this exercise. Once Zelda is comfortable with having her feet handled, we introduce her to the trimmers. We touch her feet with the trimmers while manipulating her claws and give her a click to let her know a treat is on the way. When Zelda is comfortable with having her feet touched with the trimmers, we trim a few claws. We pay attention to her body language. If she starts to seem edgy or anxious, we make sure to take a treat break. As we start trimming the second front paw, Zelda turns her head back toward the person trimming and meows, indicating that she needs a break. We stop and give her a treat, then trim the remaining claws after the treat break. Trimming your cat's hind claws follows the same steps as the front claws. We will show just the trimming here. We are using the scissor style toenail trimmers on the first foot. You can also use toenail clippers to trim your cat's claws. Toenail clippers work particularly well if your cat does not groom her back feet and the claws are thickened and overgrown. Some cats tolerate being on their backs in your lap and allow you to trim claws in this position. It is easiest to train a cat to lay on her back when she's a kitten. Allow your kitty to eat a light snack while on her back or being held in your lap. Once she is relaxed being on her back, get her used to having her paws handled, introduce the clippers, and work up to trimming some claws.
Thank you for watching this program. Every week there's more information about cats, at www.felineperspective.com. Be sure to visit us there on the web and also at the Feline Perspective on Facebook. Give us a tweet at tperspective on Twitter. If you have found this program useful, consider supporting the Feline Perspective at patreon.com/feline perspective. If you are already a patron, thanks for your support. Have a perfectly wonderful day and hope to see you soon.